time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming in.
Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Berry. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Gamecocks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give is to Williams. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Davis will throw. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Hates it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. And he's knocked down, but there's also Laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Makes a grab and there's room.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. He's going to keep it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
But how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Fakes to grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Working that left side now. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Keeps it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC.
Last time, let's see if they throw it again. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. It's reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On third down, he drops the throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
With the catch, it's Gibson. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
A 1st down for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Berry. Floats it out in space. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Starts to scramble to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knowles! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Durant. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A third down try for the offense. Davis will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Can they catch it? The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it down the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Davis looking to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Sperry. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes the catch. It's Booker. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bring in the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And off to Jones. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Got it in the middle, it's Booker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the line.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. To the ground with the back. Look out, he's got room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Making side adjustments here. They'll try the toss to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that... get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. He'll take it himself. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's open on the right. Gets away from one, finds some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Knocked off his feet.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got a man in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They go to the ground. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses getting really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite... the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Durant. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Davis will throw. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Got it in stride at the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They want to throw. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got his man. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
But One thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season, but that's next season.